Here it is, Henry Tillman. Welcome to Wild Moguls TV.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Let's start off. Growing up in South Central Los Angeles wasn't easy. How did those early experiences shape your identity long before boxing became a part of your life?
Well, being back in the days, 'cause I'm 65 years old, so I was raised up in the 60s. So I was alive during the Watts Riot, but I remember the commotion going on, and then I remember the army trucks riding around because they had curfew.
Yeah.
But I couldn't then tell you, man, this is a Watts Riot, but I just knew it wasn't the normal because you had to get in the house and wasn't no school, wasn't no nothing, and you barely went outside. And my older brother, he know more about it than I did at that time.
Okay.
But then, that just kind of started off, and I was born behind Jefferson High School. Then we moved over there on 89th and Crocker, right across from Green Meadows Park. And they went from there, going to the night. I just started boxing till I was 21, so but I played a lot of the what you call the Parks and Recs.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I was the worst athlete in the family because my other brother stuff played for school, for high school, Rich went to college, Teddy went to I think Trade Tech, played tennis and basketball. So I never did none of that. I got on the team one time at LA High, and I just left, got off. I wasn't really into it. Like people just thought I should play because all my brothers played.
Golf.
Sports, period. Basketball, boxing, football, baseball. We wrestled a little bit, up at the park. Even Jim Kelly had a gym over there in South Central back then. We used to go up there and play. 108th, that was like a playground for us. But we wasn't boxers. We just went up there and just hit the bags and hit the speed bag. I've been able to hit the speed bag when I had to stand up on the crate to hit it because I was too little.
You say you grew up in the '60s in Los Angeles during the Watts riots.
Yeah.
So did you live by Watts?
No.
Okay,
No, I still live in L.A.
Still live in L.A.
Yeah, but not Watts.
But the Watts riots extended past Watts.
Mostly up and down Central. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it was right in there. It was in L.A.
Okay.
But it didn't go like to Beverly Hills and all. Just the same way it was when the Rodney King ride.
Okay.
The unrest or whatever you want to call it, jumped off. As soon as it started stretching over toward west north, that's when the National Guards came and police came in full force and pushed it all back toward the east side. Southeast.
Okay.
And but other than that, yeah, it was just before the Crips and the Bloods and all that. I remember it was the businessmen, it was the Avenues, the Slausons, and a couple of other gangs that I really didn't know. I heard of, but like I didn't really know that much about those gangs I just named. Then I knew they was around, and I knew some of the guys, but I really didn't associate them with that. But as I got older, I figured out that's what they were, with the low riders, the old low riders, and doing the dips at the park, wearing the coveralls, and I would see Tookie and Jamel and them all the time because everybody going to the park. Especially during Halloween, they had a big old thing up at Green Meadows during Halloween.
Did you know Raymond Washington?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't hang out with him because he was older than me.
Yeah,
he was like my oldest brother's age. Okay. But I knew who he was, but not like how people know who he is today.
Okay.
He was just one other guy, but I knew he lived up in the '60s.
But Tookie was a lot more popular because he used to have.
Yeah, but he was more out of Compton. He wasn't really west side or east side. He was like Compton, well, east side in Compton.
Okay.
But it was all doing things. Jamel, Willie Calhoun.
Okay.
And before them, it was Donnie Boy and them, Craig Monson, what's some other brothers?
Craig Monson was the bodybuilder, right?
Yeah. Them dudes was hogs, man. They didn't take no mess.
Now, you said boxing saved your life and pulled you away from trouble. Can you describe the moment when you realized the sport could truly change your destiny?
Well, like I say, because of the movie, I can't talk. I don't want to talk too much, but yeah, it did save my life because, in fact, when I went down that last time for when I started boxing, which was in YTS, I was on the football team. I was in the welding class. I was on the swim team.
Okay.
I wasn't even boxing. I didn't start boxing till like my last probably like 11 months there, like that January, February of '82. I started. I went home in December.
What got you started?
Well, just a dare, like man, you know, you can't fight. Come to the gym, take a dare. And I went and got my butt tore up by a dude named Arnold Roberts. He's a big old, you know, 'cause that dude don't even have no mustache. He can't whoop me because I was like 20, and he was like 18, 19, maybe 19. You know, because YTS back then they had a thing they called juvenile life.
Okay.
It's where you can go in at 18 and they can keep you up to 25. And if you still tripping, they'll send you right next door. Because Chino is a chain link fence separated YTS from Chino. And they would always threaten you, keep on, we're gonna send you next door. And we young, we like, I want to go over there. Them dudes is grown like we are now, grown men. But it was hard though, been in there for 20, 30 years, you know. And so that was a control stick over the youngsters. But it was some guys that didn't care. They send me. They wanted to go anywhere. They got tired of the little rules that you had over there that you be more slack. Because dudes used to get them to thump them cigarettes over through the gate. The guys that smoked cigarettes over in TS. We just called it TS. I was on unit UNV.
Okay.
Then it was CNF and what else was that? It was a bunch of it was A and B, you know, and you went to different units. But it was like a little junior prison, you know.
Okay.
Because they had a trade line. When you come out, that's when everything happened. When you come out for the trade or go to school.
You beat Mike Tyson twice in the amateurs,
Yeah, the Olympic trials.
Olympic trials.
Yeah.
Now, what strategy and mindset did you bring into those bouts against someone with Tyson's ferocity?
Well, I mean, I knew I had to box him because I'm sitting there watching him knock everybody out. So I said, I can't stand in front of him. Because I see what happened to everybody else and try to stand there and trade with him.
Yeah.
So I said, I have to move. I have to, you know, get on my toes and box side to side, in and out. He knocked me down in the first fight. He hit me in the ribs and knocked me almost out the ring, through the ropes. I think one of the refs or the judges some kind of held me up, and then you got to get back up on your own. But they just didn't want me to fall, hit the floor.
Yeah.
Because them rings is about 4 feet high.
Yeah.
And you falling back, you know, you falling back. You don't want to hit your head because it's cement down
Yeah,
the
yeah,
floor or
yeah,
wood, wherever
yeah,
the fight is. And they just pushed me back up, and I got back up, took my 8 count, kept on going. But see, people don't understand that in the pros, that'd have been a 10-8 round for him.
Yeah.
So coming into the second round, I'd have been down 2 rounds. But in the amateurs, I got up and jabbed him, then jabbed him again. I was back ahead.
Okay.
You know,
Okay,
because
okay.
they go by the white part on the gloves. That's what a lot of people don't understand about amateur and pros. It's a different strategy,
Okay.
you know. And amateurs, like, you don't understand. See, you fight 5 times in that big amateur tournament like that. You fight Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You take off Friday, fight the final Saturday.
Damn.
Yeah, you know, your hand, your knuckle or something be hurt, or your jaw that clicking sound be in your ear, and you know, your lip be bruised inside. It's a fight. Your rib or something might be hurt, or you overextend your arm, but you still got to fight the next day. And remember, the guy you fighting Tuesday, he won Monday too. So it ain't like the competition getting slacker. It's getting better, better, and better until you reach the top of the bracket.
So now you said he knocked you down the first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, and you said you jabbed him two times to get back.
Well, what I'm just trying so people can understand so people take the pro rules and try to apply it to the amateur rules, but they're different.
Two different. Okay.
2 different sets of rules.
Okay.
You know.
So now, how did you end up beating him that first fight?
Well, I got up and outboxed him.
Just outboxed.
Hitting him more than he hit me, and making him miss and just moving. You know.
Okay.
Like that, I outpointed him.
And then the second fight,
I outpointed him again.
But I outpointed him again. Wasn't no knockout or nothing?
No. Because it was the best. See, it was the best 2 out of 3. I beat him the first time. So in order for him to go, he would either had to knock me out the second fight. I mean, he would either have to knock me out the second fight or beat me, then fight a third time and beat me again. But I beat him the first fight and the second fight, so it was over.
Okay.
You know, so then I made the team. You know, people don't understand that Mike Tyson, he was my alternate. Okay. So everywhere I went, he went. We traveled together. We had to. Because if I got hurt before the Olympics, he'd go.
Okay.
Yeah, like you remember in 1960. Okay, George Foreman won the gold medal in heavyweight in '68. You know, Joe Frazier won the gold medal in '64. Did you know that?
No.
A lot of people don't know that. He beat Buster Mathis. Buster Mathis beat him in the Olympic trial, but he got hurt, sick. I can't remember exactly what was wrong with him, but he couldn't compete. So Joe Frazier go.
I think Buster Math was from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Yeah, yeah,
My dad used to.
yeah.
Went to school with my dad.
Uh-huh. And so Joe Frazier went and he won the gold. So if I'd have got hurt, Mike would have went.
So now, and so Mike didn't make the Olympics at all,
No.
but he did go because he was your alternate.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You know, he's a he made the Olympic trial team.
Okay.
You know, see, that's how they pick you. See, if you don't understand, it's a big competition to make the team.
Okay.
And you know, some guys you fight, like I fought Tyson 2 times. I fought Willie DeWitt 3 or 4 times from Canada.
Okay.
I fought Avery Ross 2 times. Oh man, I can go on and on because you keep fighting, because you got to keep going till you get to that trial. That's where you know, when everything is like right now. Olympics in 2028. Starting this year right now, it's been started, but it's really finna go now. Everybody trying to win these big major tournaments. National Golden Gloves, the National PAL, the USA National, the Pan Am Game, the Amateur World Championships, all that. Cause I fought Willie DeWitt April of '84 in the same ring at the sports arena.
Wow.
For the finals in the World Amateur Championships.
Wow.
And then we met again in the finals of the Olympics in the same ring that August, 5 months later, for the gold medal. So that's how you see it. So, you know, it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I mean, some guys just win, but when you're at this competition, pretty much everybody, man, is almost a pro, if not.
And you got gold in
Yeah.
'84.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
So now, when you get the gold in '84, did you get like major endorsement deals? Is like because that's like the cream of the crop of.
Yeah. I had a few because Adidas kept on sponsoring me right after because they sponsored all of us during the Olympics,
Okay.
and Adidas kept sponsoring me after the Olympics.
Okay.
You know, because my ties with my ex-wife, her grandfather, and Peter Urbroff were tight friends. Jesse Owens and Peter Urbroff. Because my ex-wife is Jesse Owens' granddaughter,
Okay.
and she the one carried the torch in the Olympics. She come out
wow.
the tunnel.
Oh wow.
And that kind of shooed me in with Adidas.
Okay.
You know, so I think they had me wearing Adidas. I think about my first 2 years of my pro career.
Now, were you guys close, you and Mike?
Yeah, to this day.
To this day.
Yeah.
Wow.
To this very day. Yeah.
So at the Olympics, you fought in your own hometown, where you could literally bike to the arena. How did that familiarity impact your performance and pressure handling?
Well, exactly what you said. It made me be in a familiar environment. I'm at home. I mean, I'm born and raised here. We used to go skate and play up at the Coliseum and at sports arena, skate around it, and play roller derby. And so, and ride our bikes and like we was on a motorcycle course or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I was at home. Then, you know, I got my mother sitting there, my father sitting there, I got some of my school teachers sitting there, and everybody that thought I wasn't gonna be shit. You know, because I got in trouble. So, and that was motivating for me, though, you know, because all this trouble I got in, you know, I mean, I done been a juvenile hall, LP, Scott and Scudder, Camp Munns, Camp Finner, YTS, Chino, state prison, federal prison, just sitting right here talking to you right now about my life. So,
All
I mean,
glory
you
and
know,
praise to God.
all
man.
praise to God, man. Like I say, you know, you never know your journey until you travel it. And a lot of times it don't really come clear to you, a clear vision to you until you start striving for it. And so when you just be idle with it, and it happens to all of us, you know, like I got in trouble. That was my idle part.
Yeah.
You know, like I heard Mike talking the other day I was watching an old documentary of his. It wasn't that old, it was probably a couple of years. And he was just saying that, you know, and then after Cuss died, you know, that hurt him a lot. That was his person that really took him and took him in,
Yeah.
and showed him a new life and a new love and it's a whole new world, ocean out here, man. You know, and he loved him for that. You know,
Yeah.
like I heard him say himself. I'm telling you, he'd probably be dead or in prison if it wasn't for that.
Yeah.
And so, how can you not love and respect somebody like that? You know,
Was that dude around when
when
Customati, when he was
yeah,
going through the Olympic trial thing?
I was scared to cuss, man, in the beginning when I first met him because I got to tell people, I say, I used to get in so much trouble. I was scared of white people.
Oh,
You know, but not scared like they'll beat me up. I wasn't like that. I mean,
yeah,
I was a little idiot before that. But I'm just saying because every time I was dealing with white people, think about it: principal at school,
yeah,
the counselor, the the district attorney, the judge, the police.
yeah,
The way I got about all my life, I had no say so in my outcome.
yeah,
They say you go in here, you go in here, do time. You go. And so I just shoot, man. If I deal with these cats, man, I'm in a lot of trouble.
yeah,
And so I was a little nervous every time I dealt with him. So when he's coming to me with my eyebrow, he said, Mike gonna kill you. He said, he gonna get you. Mike wasn't like that then. We were all this young, and Mike was really young.
yeah,
And so he wasn't as boisterous like that then.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
but Cuss, boy, he said, yeah, you'll never be Mike again. You'll never. I said, phew. I'm looking at my trade. He said, I don't think about that. No, don't think about that. I said, man, that dude looks, like I say, it's a lot of stuff going through my head. I don't have no experience in life like this. The first time I got on the airplane was 82 when I went to the Nationals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, you know, I ain't never been on no plane, man. You know, so all that was new to me. So I was like really like a nervous puppy in a pen with a bunch of pit bulls. You know what I mean?
But you were an underdog in the Olympic final, yet you beat the #1 rated heavyweight in the world.
Yeah.
What did the victory teach you about belief and expectation?
Well, it taught me, like I said, you know, my parents, my mother and my father always told me that, you know, you have to believe in yourself, even when nobody else believe in you.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't believe in yourself, you'll never do nothing. You know, so when you believe in yourself, that gives you a extra a extra boost to do whatever you're trying to do, whether it's boxing, baseball, basketball, teaching school, a mechanic, cutting the line. And you know, some guys is so good that you say, I want to hire him because your line just look immaculate. You know what I mean? It look like a fresh haircut. You know, that's how it's supposed to look. That's a guy putting pride in what he's doing. He's a world champion at doing lawn and gardening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he makes probably a lot of money because everybody wants that look.
Now, what's the story behind your relationships with other '84 Olympic teammates like Pernell Whitaker and Meldrick Taylor? Did the shared success create lifelong bonds?
Yeah, oh yeah. Sweet Pea, rest in peace. You know, that was my guy, man.
Yeah.
That was one of the baddest dudes I ever seen fight. Him, James, Tony, Ali, them dudes, man, them dudes is in a group by themselves. Tyson, them dudes is very special. Holyfield,
Yeah.
Joe Frazier, them dudes is special. And like I say, I really wasn't into boxing. I knew what it was, but I did like back when I started. Everybody knew Ali. Mostly everybody knew Joe Frazier.
Yeah.
And then I knew Sugar Ray Robinson because I played football. I was on the weight team for the Sugar Ray Robinson Foundation.
Oh, wow.
You know, when I was a kid.
Okay.
You know, and I knew who he was, but I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
Because every time he came around, we had banquets, we got trophies, it was a dinner, and, you know, so I was glad to see him. He didn't come around a lot, but when he did come around, you know, we got new basketball, new baseball equipment, you know, they was doing their fundraiser, but I didn't know all this at the time.
Yeah.
Because I was just young and just going through life, you know what I mean?
Through life.
Going through life, man. You know, the
How
only thing. Go ahead.
How was the energy? How was Sugar Ray Robinson? People don't hear about him too much.
Well, he would just, you could just tell. You ever see somebody like you ever met Muhammad Ali?
No.
See, if you'd ever met Muhammad Ali, you can just tell. You ever meet Tyson
Yes.
or Holyfield?
I don't remember Holyfield.
They have that same aura about them.
Yeah.
You know it's a light on them that nobody else is walking with.
Yeah.
When you're around them, you know you're around greatness. You're around unbelievable stuff that just like you know this is special. And it makes you feel special to have actually dealt and talked with. They know you and call you by your name, and it makes you feel special. that's the kind of aura and presence that Sugar Ray Robinson had when I met him. Like I couldn't have told you like I'm doing now in details. I didn't know boxing like that then. But I just knew he was somebody that was to really be respected, and you had to be on your best behavior when you was around him because you look like an idiot
Yeah.
acting out. You know what I mean?
That part. That
And
part.
you didn't have to be Einstein to figure that out.
Yeah.
Everybody, would come up. Even Bradley, Bradley, and all them would come and take pictures with him. Like a celebrity. But it was bigger than that, though. Like Michael Jackson. That dude come around, man, I seen people cry, faint, fall out. You know what I mean? Luther Vandross had that same aura when he came on stage.
And Michael's a star of stars.
Man, I'm telling you, man.
He walk in the room, all the stars are gonna look
exactly
like Michael here.
There you go. Now you got what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So see, that's what Tyson, Holyfield, Ali, all them dudes, man. Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, James Toney, Lennox Lewis. Them's all great dudes, man. David Tour, them dudes got that presence. When they walk up, you looking at greatness. You talking to greatness.
Yeah.
But at the time, you don't realize what it is, but you feel it, but you can't put a name to it at that time because I was young and inexperienced. But
yeah,
to this day, just talking about it, I still feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That warmth, that like,
yeah.
I witnessed something that very few got to witness with the naked eye.
It's crazy that you started in '82, but
Yeah.
you're in the Olympics by '84.
Yeah.
And you win the gold. You beat the heavyweight champ. Like that's a pretty fast ride. Now you started your pro career strong, winning the NABF cruiserweight title quickly. Looking back, did that rapid rise help hinder or help your long-term development as a pro?
Now I have no excuses about none of my losses. I have no regrets about none of my wins, my losses, or nothing. That man. Like I say, man, I tell people all the time, boxing saved my life, and I mean, including myself, didn't really know what the outcome was going to be of boxing. I was trying it, and once I started trying, I started liking it, and I started liking the way people gave me respect. 'Cause I only got respect when I did something wrong, when I went to jail and got out.
Yeah.
They said, "Oh, you got to come out a little buff, kind of in shape,
Yeah.
And people, you just got out. That's right. And that's the only kind of respect. And I could street fight pretty good. I had a bunch of street fights.
Yeah.
The most brother, he had me fighting guys 5 years older than me.
Yeah.
Stuff. I mean, just really fight him. You go ahead, baby, fight him. I mean, fist fight. And so other than that, I'm just a guy, man. Just a little nappy head kid running around the South Central in Watts. Cause my grandfather, Elijah Tillman, he lived on 103rd and Great.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, he used to go there and cut it. He come pick us up in the morning. We go cut lines with him. Him and my oldest brother went a couple times, but he was older than me. He was like 5 years older than me. So I had to go anyway because I was just little.
They said your first pro loss to Burt Cooper was a turning point. What did you learn about the transition from amateur to pro in that fight?
Well, I had some pro fights by then. Like I say, he won my NABF belt from me 12-round decision. The transition from that was you had to fight for an hour. I mean, you could drive from LA to promote in an hour. Can you imagine fighting that long? And I mean, that was my toughest fight.
For
we
real?
both went to the hospital.
Huh?
We both went to the hospital after that fight.
Oh,
I'm in the room, I hear his voice, I snatched the curtain back and listen to him. And I said, man, what you doing in here? He said, the same reason why you in here. You put me in here. I said, no, you put me in here. We was cracking up. We was laughing. It was funny.
So now
we just went because we were dehydrated because we had to make 190 pounds for the cruiserweight title. Then it was 190 for the WBA, and I think it was 195 for the WBC.
Wow. And what was your regular weight?
I walked around there about 205, 210 pounds.
Okay. So yeah, you really had.
I wasn't really never that big and really was never that small. This is as big as I've been in my life.
So now what's the trick that boxers do to make the weight, to drain that water weight, I guess, and then you gain it back basically, right? Overnight or something?
Yeah, but all of it is a process.
Okay.
You can't gain it too fast and you can't lose it too fast. You got to lose it over a length of time so your body can adjust to the weight loss. Just like when you like just because you go do the weigh and you don't just go run and just gobble up a bunch of stuff.
Let me rephrase the question. What do you do if you 5 pounds overweight and you gotta do about a morning on the next? You gotta get down to the next day.
Well, that's a rough. See, I never had to do it because I never was that far out of weight because of my size.
But it happens, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. But see, the smaller guys, it's harder for them because for a guy that's fighting at 130 pounds and he 135, he's a little guy anyway.
Yeah.
So he don't have the excess. I just call it fat, but it's really protein to burn off.
To burn off, yeah.
Because they burning muscle now,
Okay.
because they don't have the extra fat to burn. And and see, when we was fighting, you weighed in, you weighed in that morning, and you fought that later that day.
Yeah.
So you really didn't have sufficient time to what's the word? Rehydrate yourself properly.
Yeah.
Not only with hydration, but also with protein.
With protein.
Because see, now these guys weigh in today and fight tomorrow. I wish I could have did something like that, man. Go to sleep on a belly full of food and wake up, use the bathroom, take a walk, and fight the next night. Shh.
Oh, but back in the day, they used to do it that day, and then you fight. But now it's 24 hours basically.
Yes, but I think it's better though, because I think that's why a lot of guys kind of got hurt.
Yeah.
And took unnecessary blows and punches because they really weren't strong enough. No excuses. No excuses.
No excuses.
Everybody knew what it was.
Yeah.
Everybody knew what it was. If you this weight class, you got to make this weight. If you that weight class, you got to make that weight. If you heavyweight, you ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah.
So so everybody knew. It wasn't like they knew and I didn't know, or I knew and my opponent didn't know. We all knew. So it wasn't like no advantage for nobody unless you just kept your weight down.
So now you faced a major legend. Facing Evander Holyfield for the cruiserweight title must have been intense. How did fighting a future all-time great shape your approach to big fights?
I think the amateurs got me prepared for the pros and fours, like being in the front of the TV and crowds of people, a million people watching on the television and so on and so forth. And so that prepared me for that, and just being around these guys, because like I never seen nobody work harder than Holyfield and Tyson in my life. And I knew I worked hard because see, you got to remember, I started boxing in an institution. Yeah. So I was used to not being at home and training.
Okay.
So even when I got out and went home, my trainer, Mercer Smith, rest in peace, used to we went home to his house in Rialto. We ran the number 2 highway, the hills. He'd take us running like we was in camp.
Yeah.
And so that made us, we never got tired in amateur fights.
Yeah.
We trained like pros, really.
Yeah.
Spar pros. I sparred with Tony Tugg, Michael Dokes, David Bay, Ricky Reese. I sparred with all them dudes.
Yeah.
In the amateurs. So when I got to the pros, it wasn't really nothing. I never had a 4-round fight.
So now, who between Holyfield and Tyson, what was the difference between these fights? Well,
they total different fighters.
Yeah,
they total different fighters.
Can you describe it? What's the difference between Holyfield and Tyson? Who hit harder?
I think Tyson. He people always say who hit hardest. Well, people don't ever give Mike the credit for, which I don't understand how they cannot. That brother is fast, and he punched like a Mack truck.
Yeah.
But it's just not like he's not just no. He'll hit you, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
He hit you. All them punches be hard.
Yeah.
It hurt. It hurt, and you be sitting, thank God that wasn't my head.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of puncher he was. He was fighting. I don't hold my paper. I get it. But yeah, man, that brother, and he was fast. And he boom. And you be like, what? Like he was in a dryer. You know how the dryer go around, you throw a big tennis shoes, that'd be That's how his punches was. And see, now Holyfield was a very accurate, sharp puncher.
Okay.
And he ended everything with a hook That little short hook. He don't look like nothing.
Yeah.
It just catch you off guard. Like Bert Cooper. Bert Cooper had that right hand. It wasn't a hook. It wasn't straight. It was that joker looked seemed like it go down and come back up, then come back down on you.
Okay.
And it was kind of hard to really adjust to that. Because you don't know if he's punching down at you, up at you, straight at you. You know, you just got to put your head up if you can.
So now, then you came to your professional fight with Mike Tyson. This time it was a first round knockout loss. What lessons did you carry away from that night in 1990?
Well, you know, Tyson was a full grown man then. I mean, he always big. Tyson was a man child anyway. So that joke was hitting hard like a man when he was 8, 17, 16 years old, 15 years old.
Yeah.
But I think he became more settled and had more confidence, more training and discipline.
Yeah.
Then, you know, that little fumble he had with Buster Douglas, you know, he said it himself. He wasn't training. He was just doing everything wrong in camp, and because he just felt that he didn't have to do nothing special to beat Buster Douglas, because Buster Douglas, and which people say he wasn't a good fighter, but Buster Douglas was a good fighter, man.
Yeah.
He just didn't have a good reputation because he never really liked to get in shape.
Yeah.
But this time he got in superb shape. Then, you know, his mother had just passed, and he said, I'm doing this for my mom.
Yeah.
You know, so that was his motivation. And Tyson just didn't, he said it himself. I just heard him talking about this the other night. I was just watching this documentary the other night. This is called Tyson. It's pretty good. You ought to watch it. It's really good, actually.
Yeah.
And he was saying, man, I did everything, man. I was getting high, chasing women, and not training, missing sparring. He just doing, you know,
Doing the most.
just doing the most, just doing enough to look decent, and you know. So he put the robe on, but he never wore a robe back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he come in, he just still looked at, but the inside wasn't the same. He said it himself. He said, "Man, I wasn't ready for that fight." He said, I just thought I was gonna go out there and blow him out, you know, and he almost did.
Now, a lot of people was saying they felt that you didn't get knocked out, you just didn't get back up. What do you say about that?
Well, they wasn't in the ring with Mike Tyson either. That's right. They didn't get hit by Mike. They sitting in the audience with a beer in their head like this, talking about, oh, he ain't do this. They got a whole beer in their head, talking about, yeah.
So now, I seen the punch, right? When you look at it, it seems like he hit you in the head.
Yeah, he hit me on top of the temple, yeah.
Yeah. Is that a lot harder?
Oh, man,
Does that hurt more than a jaw?
Do you understand the what they say in your cranium? It's like a glass, and you put put something in there.
Yeah.
This thing here. I put this battery. You make it better. This is your brain.
Yeah.
This is your skull, which they call cranium.
Yeah.
And there's a fluid in your cranium.
Yeah.
Which is called your equilibrium.
Uh-huh.
That's why when you little, and remember you have an older brother?
Yes, sir.
Did he ever, you literally take you, swing you around,
Yeah.
and put you down, they all laugh, and you going like this here?
Yeah.
That's your brain in your cranium trying to settle back down in the liquid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
it. And then that's why when sometimes you get hit and your brain slamming to the side of your cranium, it bruises it. And that's when you see guys, they have
CTC or CT.
Well, no, not that's over time. But I'm talking about you have a concussion.
Concussion.
It's where your brain bruised. It's a slight bleed. Some is worse than others. Some bleed so bad they have to go to the hospital and get some of the pressure drawn off the brain because it'll swell. Because it's some with that blood that goes with that liquid, it makes the brain swell. I don't know the medical term.
Now, did anything happen to you that night with that Tyson situation?
No, it was just a good hit. Like I say, it rocked my brain and my cranium so much. The doctor explained it to me. He said, yeah, man, that's a simple case of your equilibrium.
Okay.
He said, you go around like this. I couldn't, I mean, I did it like this, but it felt like I just woke up. And I don't know if I was asleep or not. And I hear the people, and I hear you hear voices that you hear in the gym. Like I hear my boy Cal, a couple other guys that was at the fight. I hear my brothers. Come on, you can get up, you can get up. And I want to say so bad, And if you look at it, I spit my mouthpiece out because I want to say, man, I'm hurt. Whatever. I don't know what I was thinking at the very moment. Because
Yeah.
this was a long time ago, 30 years ago, but 35 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I was messed up. I was messed up, you know.
Now you fought Willie DeWitt in the amateurs and again as a pro. How
Yeah.
different was it facing him on the Olympic stage versus the professional ring?
Well, like I say, the pros and the amateurs is different scoring system and a different, punch stat and everything. It's a 10, it's a 10 must, knock down 10-8. You get knocked down too many times, they stop it,
Hmm.
you know. And I thought it was a good fight. I thought it was close. I really thought it could have been a draw. I don't know. The referees called it because I mean, them guys is pros too. It's like you're a pro fighter. Them referees are professional referees. Especially back then. And like I don't know about all how people say it's fixed and all that. I never got involved in that. I never had nobody offer me no money or ask me to take a fall. That never happened to me in my entire career. I never turned down a fight. I never act like I was hurt before a fight or nothing. If I was, I never said nothing. I just fought. That's it. I never made no excuses. Oh man, my toe was hurt, or no man, I had a bad night, I had a nightmare, none of that. The guy was better that night. It ain't like I lost to Mickey Mouse. I lost to Mike Tyson. I lost to Vander Holyfield. I lost to Burt Cooper.
Yeah.
Them guys beat a whole lot of guys.
Yeah.
I wasn't the only one that they beat.
Yeah. So you after we after you retired, you returned as a boxing trainer and mentor.
Yes. Yeah, I've
Ca-
had like, let me see, like 1, 2, 3 gyms, and I worked out of 2 other gyms and working out of one now is where I kind of go in and kind of like an ambassador there, and
Okay.
pump the gym up. I do little videos in the gym and people come there just to meet me because they know I train there and sign some stuff, and stuff like that. And it's just my way of sharing the success that people propel me to do, with the support and all that. So it's like I'm obligated to share that back with them
Hmm.
because without the support of people, not only your family and your friends, but just people support don't even know you other than you boxing, and they don't care about you being in jail or being away. He turned his life around. He's doing right. I support him.
Hmm.
Win, lose, or draw, and that's a good feeling, man. Like I say, I only felt like that when I got in trouble.
Yeah.
Like what's that song say? You only notice me when I'm doing wrong. Remember that song?
Yeah, I
What was
don't
that
remember.
by? You only notice me when I'm doing wrong or something like
Yeah.
that.
Sound familiar.
Yeah, and that's kind of how it was with me. I was only being noticed when I got in trouble, you know. Because like people say, went to school. I mean, I wasn't known to school like that. I didn't play on no basketball, football team in Fremont. I
Okay.
shot dice under the bleachers there almost every day.
Damn.
Smoke weed, sold joints, and I was just doing what I do. You
Well,
know.
working with fighters like Charles Martin, who became a world champion, how do you approach developing talent differently than others?
Well, I take my bad, my good, and my in between, and I put it all together, and I make it to fit. Because each fighter is different. You can't train every fighter like you trained the last fighter, or like how you trained.
Okay.
Like Charles is a puncher. I can't train him just to box, but I taught him how to box. Also, Coach Jamal and I got
Okay.
Charles. I was having no fights when we got in. You
Okay.
know, down at All American Heavyweights with Michael King, rest in peace. All them guys, Big John Ham, Dominic Brazil, who are a lot of guys come through there, man, that did really well in the pros. And they never had fights when they came down there with us. So we took
Okay.
them straight from scratch with a blank piece of paper
Wow.
and a pencil and had to sketch out these guys how to do amateur. They had a couple of years, a year and a half, whatever it was, for the 2012 Olympics. And we had Dominic, Charles, I think 2. They made the Olympic trial team.
Wow.
And Dominic made the Olympic team and
Oh,
just
wow.
lost, you know.
Wow.
And these guys, none of these guys had no fights when we got them. It might have been a couple of them might have tried boxing a little bit. I think Charles went to a couple of gyms or something. He never boxed and doesn't have the
Now,
fights.
now, what do you have? coming up in this Olympics?
I got this one kid, but he's 20. This turned 27, and he's really a focused, good kid. He's 27. He's here from another country. And if I showed you him boxing and asked you how many fights he had, you would easily say 40, 50 amateur fights.
Wow.
You know, he just had his fourth one, who he lost in a national PAL. This last year was that November, down in Oxnard against, I can't think of the kid name, little Latino brother. He had like 50 some amateur fights. He's now the number 2 or 3 amateur heavyweight in the United States.
Dang.
Right now. And he went to distance. He was just tired. He didn't really have that much. I mean, because like when I got him, I said, we need to fight for the years up. Because he wanted to go pro. I said, nah, man, you need to get some more ring savvy and get some more ring experience and know you were a ring. See, until you get comfortable in that ring, you ain't gonna do nothing in them pros. So you can do the little 9-minute skits. You know, I don't fight 9 minutes with 3 minutes rest in between. A minute each round.
Now there's some people in the culture. I was talking to Malik. We got a 600 and Cowboy doing a boxing fight.
Yeah, and I trained both of them a little bit. You know,
that's what I wanted to get at. So now you train both of them. Now you know, give us. I don't want you to pick sides, but give us a little bit of both on just from your analyzation of fighting and what you can say about each fighter.
Well, what I can say is I like both of them hard. I like both of them tenacity to train and even dare to get in, especially Cowboy. He's not really a boxer, but he's a good street fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So he has the heart,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and he just had to sharpen the skill in the 600. He's had some actual boxing competition.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and he's way bigger.
Yeah.
You know, he's way big, he buff, yoked, big, you know, so my whole thing is that I just pray that neither one of them get no type of permanent damage out of the fight, you know, and I'm just waiting on when I talked to Cowboy. In fact, after I saw you last week, I talked to him and Malik on the phone. He said, "Yeah, coach, yeah, coach." And like I say, a fighter can say what they want to say. That don't mean nothing to me.
Yeah.
But what you do is what I tune into.
Yeah.
The thought, that go in this ear and out that ear.
Yeah.
Anybody can talk.
Yeah.
Just like I say, they be in the audience, man, don't you do this, do that. They got a beer. You there fight for your life. They telling you what to do. We're sitting there with a beer, a cocktail, sitting back with a suit on. I don't hear that. I don't even listen to that. It don't mean nothing to me. It has no it has no relevance to zero to me. Move your head, step the jab. You're like, yeah, it's easy when you sit there with your girlfriend sitting there. You just had a good steak dinner. And you got a cocktail in your hand with your feet up. Ain't nobody chasing you around the ring trying to knock you unconscious. So that's easy for you to see everything. You see everything. You know, you even see that your shoes tape coming off your legs. You know, yeah, you got time to do that. Ain't nobody swinging at you. You know.
So now, you know, you train a lot of. We know you probably trained a lot of people over the years, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you could take some of the non-fighters, let's say some of the celebrities, some rappers, who would the audience be like? Who can you say is, man, this dude can fight? That people wouldn't necessarily think.
Well, you know, I saw 50 Cent on some pads one day, and I didn't know that he was training like in boxing. I said, man, he's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
He was pop. I said, he's been training a little bit. And what's my man's name? He's a basketball player. He retired, been retired about 4 years. I trained him a couple of times down in the valley. What's his name? Who?
Dwight Howard?
No, not Dwight Howard.
Iguodala?
No, man. Tall. He fought too. About 2 years ago. God, what's
Lamar
his,
Odom?
Oh, not no more. Oldham. I can't think his name. I want to call
Metal
but
Peace? Metal
no, not
World
World
Peace?
Metal Peace. What's this brother's name? God, man. It'll come to me. This what happens when you get older. And with fighting on top of it. But yeah, I've seen a few guys like like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's a bad dude, man.
Huh.
Man,
Kareem?
shoot, yeah. You know that?
Nah.
Man, that dude will kick you from here, kick you off your
Oh,
feet.
yeah, because he was in
Come right
the
in,
Bruce
martial
Lee.
arts,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
boxed and everything.
I heard Will Chamberlain wasn't no joke either.
Was no joke.
Yeah.
Was no joke, man. What's his other brother's name? Basketball player. Scrap. Charles Barkley. He get him up. There's a bunch of them dudes, man. Metal World Peace. He throw hands. Yeah, he throw hands. You imagine you had that joker, man, before he was basketball, and you knew he was gonna be that big.
Any R&B singers that can throw hands?
You know, Brian McKnight, I think he works out pretty tough.
Okay.
Cause he love boxing.
Okay.
Denzel, he works out good too. He good.
Denzel?
Yeah. I mean, he older now, but I
Yeah.
started working out back in the
The
day.
day,
A good
okay.
buddy of mine, Terry Claiborne, been training for years.
Okay.
You know.
So now you said something about Craig Munson. You ever work out with Craig Munson?
Like at weights and stuff?
Yeah.
No, they older than me. He I think might be a year or two older than my older brother. He probably would be 72 maybe.
Yeah.
Right now.
But
John Seals.
I did some research on Craig. He was like Muscle Beach. Like they said he was killing
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Like,
man, he couldn't touch him.
Yeah. They were saying like Arnold would kind of like basically not bring the light to Craig because he overshadowed him, you know?
Of course not. He was buff, he was tall, I mean, all that. I'm talking about waist that big, legs like this, calves like that. All this just, I mean, man.
And he was also a gang member too, huh?
I don't think they was in gang, but I think they was in organizations. I think he was Slauson or Avenue or something. I can't quite remember because I was really young. Okay. And by the time he was doing all that, I was a teenager when he was at the beach. We used to go up there and see him work out sometimes. Okay. But I was a teenager, probably 14, 15 or something like that.
So now many people know the competitive side of Henry Tillman. What do you wish the public understood about the inner battles you fought off camera?
Well, I like to use my different situations to help guide the youth out of that dark place. Yeah. Especially inner city kids that don't have the exposure to other kids that's blessed with two parents, mother and father, with good jobs and have some type of curriculum around the house to go with. And see, that's what saved my oldest brother and I. If nobody else in our family ever got in trouble, my oldest brother and I, me following behind him, trying to be like him. Yeah. And other than that, we always had a mother and father until they rest in peace. And like my mother used to always say, that's all your big idea why you got your behind down here again. My parents didn't cuss. My father, if he had a drink or something, he might say shit or damn it or something. They never cursed really. They're just good, solid, wholesome people. Tyson loved my mother and father. Any pictures you see with them, he all about my mom and dad, he just loved the fact that I had a mother and father. That's why I say I was just getting in trouble and in the streets and wild, but my base was I had a mother and father and a family. Yeah. Base in a family inbred ingredient in me that I never would go too far this way or that way because I knew better, but I was just taking my chances for whatever reason because that was just in me, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I got a daughter in gymnastics, so she's small, she's 7, but we're like looking into Olympics. So I know to be in the Olympics, you gotta have support and structure.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no way no individual get to the Olympics without a team of support.
I can't remember what athlete that was. I think it was an Olympian too. And they were just saying people don't understand how hard it is when every time you step on the stage, you have to be perfect. You have to be a 10.
Yeah.
And people expect it out you without really realizing that's the pressure they putting on you.
Yeah, yeah,
They don't realize that they just see you and say, I like you, and you and
yeah,
they expect you to be a 10. You can't have a bad day. You can't have a stomach
yeah.
ache. You can't have, I've been up all night because I couldn't sleep for whatever reason, or I
Nothing.
had an argument with my girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or my puppy died. Or, you
Yeah.
can't have them days. When you get up here on this platform, you have to be a dime
Dime.
or you tripping.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of pressure. Oh, just think about a 13-year-old kid doing gymnastics. And the parents do it too.
Oh yeah.
You know, they don't realize it, but they call themselves pushing and supporting.
Yeah, but you pressuring your
You
kids.
putting
I caught
pressure on
myself
those kids.
doing it. Not me and my
Yeah.
wife. We actually, because my daughter only 8 years old,
That's what I'm
but
saying.
we make ourselves not like say things like, "Oh, you should have did this if you know," or
Right.
you, should,
You
you
did.
know,
Right.
you know what I'm saying. I don't. We don't talk none of that. It's just like whatever you
As
got,
you
you got,
should not.
and we push. You know,
Especially not right after the competition.
that part.
Later on, when they're working out, say, "See, you did. That's what you did in the
Yeah.
competition." So you should work on that step instead of taking that 2 steps. Take one or
Exactly.
1.5 step.
But watch how you say it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? It's,
yeah.
you got to say it, but it's how you say it. You know what I mean?
You make like my mother used to do. And my father say, "See, your mama, she's smart. She make you think it's all your ideal," and she would. I'm telling you, you go in there and you be like, "Man, well, I got that." And you bring your mother, she'd never take the credit. She'd say, "Well, if it was me, I would do this."
Yeah.
She'd put the
Yeah.
that light bulb in your head,
Yeah.
right? All
She
you
put
got
the
was
plan
turn it
in your
on.
mind.
And she was so good at that, man. You know, and it's just that was my stronghold, my backbone, my family, my mother and father, my brothers, and my sister. You know, we was just always a close family. And everybody when they see us, and everybody that met my parents, they said, "Man, you got a cool mother and father, man." Because they mamas and daddy, they real mamas and real daddy. They didn't. I mean, you automatically act like a kid, like you should, your age when you're around them. The respect they have for themselves and their family, it came off them like a heater to other kids, and it made you act right.
Yeah.
You know, like I seen, like when I would see one of my friends and they cuss around their mama, I ready to beat them up.
Yeah.
I said, "Man, you tripping?" I go outside, I said, "What's wrong with you? Talking to your mother like that, man?"
I seen that once, man. That messed me up.
Man, I had some friends I didn't mess with for a long time behind that. I said,
Yeah.
"Man, if you don't care about your mama, you don't care nothing about me."
But and it's so coincident the person I saw cussed it was rich. It'd always be the rich kids,
Man,
or more
I don't
fortunate,
know.
spoiled kids. You know.
Yeah, the small ones, they never got
that's what
that
it
foot
is.
putting that behind, man. My father
Yeah.
didn't play that, man.
Man.
You didn't know. I never had a fight with none of my brothers. There's
Wow.
5 of us. I mean, you can wrestle. You
Yeah.
can go out there and play some 21, hard as hell.
Yeah. You have
know.
arguments, but it ain't no
Yes.
physical.
Oh, all that, you come there, your lip like this, your eye like this. What happened to you?
Yeah.
Oh, Richard hit my eye. Go tell that boy I said, "Come in right now." I'm taking it, close that door. You, ow, ow, ow. You don't do that to your brother. You take care of your brother. You don't jump on your brother.
Yeah.
You have a difference, you talk about it. You just leave and come back and talk about it later, but you don't jump on it. Or you go back there and wrestle.
Yeah.
It's a basketball court, but go back there and play some basketball till you fall out.
Yeah.
You don't put your hands on him.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's a no-no.
So now, Wild Mogul celebrates grit and transformation and impact. What do you think is the single most important lesson in your journey from street kid to Olympic champion to mentor teaches us about life?
I would say my biggest thing is just never give up, never quit. Because once you quit, it's over. The game over. As long as you're trying, you got to actually win it. But when you quit, that's it. You sealed your fate when you quit. Just keep plugging away, keep punching away, keep swimming, keep shooting the basketball, whatever it is. Keep turning the wrench, keep going to class, doing your arithmetic or your geography or, whatever it is because everybody have a different venture, a different road to go down, a different stride or whatever. And once you find that stride, you got to strive and just step over everything else. And never quit, never give up, no matter what nobody say, what no newspaper say, what no commentators say, what nobody in the artists even yell. You let them keep yelling till they get hoarse.
So now, Before we get I wanted to talk about this new movie coming out, Fight for 84.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. It's gonna be good. Cause like I said, I went down to Jersey and was watching it and met all the guys. All the guys that's playing Holyfield, me, Tyson, Sweet Pea, Breland, the whole team. Paul Gonzalez, Sweet Pea, Steve McCord, Robert Shannon. God, Robert Shannon looked just like Robert Shannon too.
Wow.
I said, "That's Robert Shannon." They said, "Yep." They said, "Yep." That's it. I said, "Boy, you look just like you."
Wow.
And I'm just excited, man, because I'm executive producer on it. Because when I was away in college, I call it college. See, I never served a dead time in my life. I made time serve me.
Okay.
The other guy just sit up in there and deal with them. I got my high school diplomas right there. I got a college degree.
Okay.
They don't say nothing about jail, prison.
How much time did you get?
Well, I've been going out of trouble, man. I did 9 months camp months here, then 13 months in Finner, then I did 2.5 years in TS, and did 3 years in state prison, did 3 years in federal prison, and then just in and out the county jail 6 months.
Okay.
Shoot, I did 53 months in high power. That's total solitary confinement, and that's 4 years and 5 months.
And where was this at?
County jail, the hardest place in the world to do prison. That's like Sing Sing.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
All indoors, is crowded, you stacked on top of each other like a warehouse.
Oh man.
I've seen so many people get stabbed, cut. I mean, just everything under the sun you could think of done to somebody up in there. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard people be begging to go to prison to get
Oh
out,
man,
to get
it's
out
like
of
getting almost like getting released. I'm telling you, get to see the sun. You know.
And you did 52 months there?
53.
53. So
That's 4 years and 5 months.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yep.
That was hardcore.
Come
so
out.
now let's get back to the now what is the movie going? Is that a Netflix movie?
Yeah. Yeah. FF 84. Fight for 84. It's really a pretty good script. I like the script.
Who's the biggest star in it?
Jamie Foxx is in it.
Oh wow.
He's playing Roosevelt Sanders, and then Malachi is playing me. I can't remember all the guys' names. Playing the different characters.
When does it come out?
In 2028.
2028.
Oh, right before the Olympics. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, they get movies done way in advance.
Because I mean they working on something else now.
Yeah.
It'll start building up in a minute. You know, get closer. Probably around the summer this year. That'll give it 2 years for the Olympics.
Yeah.
Around this
and
summer.
They'll probably start airing it next year.
Then they start
like little.
Probably doing some little like promotions. You know.
Yeah.
It's not like how it used to be. You travel around and gotta go. You don't do that no more. You know. It's like everybody don't have to go on set no more. They can shoot you here and edit it into the movie like you was there on set. You wasn't even on set. That's how it is now, man. This technology is no joke.
Yeah, it's cold-blooded.
No joke.
Yeah. Man, well, I just want to say thank you for coming out to Wild Moguls TV. Is there anything you want to let us know that you got? Any projects?
Oh yeah, well, you know, I'm with a promotion company, Westside Promotions. We out of the Bay Area, up in the San Francisco area, and I believe we have a show coming up in March down in Redwood City, which is up north. And our business partners, his name is Pat Reagan and Bijan, his wife, and we have a real good team, you know, of people behind the scene. And Pat Reagan and I, we both trained, so we help the guys out. We travel with them, and we fight them and moving them on. And his family's involved, his daughter's involved with the PR. His wife is involved with setting up the different arenas and everything. So it's really a family-ran business, you know. And I like the people that are around with that, you know. It's a good feeling. And I'm over here at Sweet Science Boxing Gym, like I said, with Marco and his family, his wife and them, and Coach Jamal, Abdullah. We over here, we training and just doing a lot of this. Trying to be advocates, man, in the community and just helping kids, you know, and youth, and just trying to direct them, you know. My whole point is not just to create a fighter. I just want to create a good human being.
Yeah.
You know, and what they do with that is up to them. I don't want to put pressure on them. You got to be a quarterback. You got to be a fighter. You got to be a baseball player. You got to be a teacher, a lawyer.
Yeah.
You know, I want you to try many different things, but I want you to try them and get good experiences out of them, not bad experiences.
Yeah.
And then you put it all together and mold yourself to what you really want to do. But you have experience from all different entities to really build yourself to what you want to become.
Yeah.
That's why I always, like even with your daughter, don't burn her out just doing gymnastics.
Yeah.
Let her play a little softball. Let her play a little basketball. Even try swimming,
Yep.
track and field.
Yep.
Make an athlete out of her.
That part.
Don't just make a gymnast out of her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We tried football. We gotta try something else. She didn't.
Yeah, try soccer.
We tried.
Just don't burn her out on one thing. Keep
Yeah.
excitement in there. You know,
Exactly.
she's 7.
Yeah.
By the time she's 14, that's all she did, man. That's 7 years.
Yeah.
And she's only 14. That's half of her life already.
Yeah.
She been doing just this.
Yeah. Exactly.
She done. She want to do something.
Exactly. You hit it.
So you gotta just let her just have fun with it, man. Don't really tell her about no money, no contracts, no nothing.
Nah, none of that.
Just tell her have fun, enjoy yourself. We support you, and I just pray you don't get hurt. No kind of permanent damage to you.
Exactly.
You know, and just do your best and just hey, let's have fun with this. You got a whole life ahead of you.
That part.
You know, don't ball it down to just one thing in life. When that go bad, then what?
Yeah.
I got a lot of friends, man. They just this or just that, and now that's what they know is irrelevant.
Yeah.
And they can't find nothing to do. Because that's all they know, and don't nobody need that no more.
Ain't that cold?
Yeah, I mean, that's how the world is revolving now, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think nobody but the younger generation really prepared for what's going on in the world today. But guys our age and up, they looking like, man, this thing going crazy, just spinning. Every time you focus on something, it's not changed. That image changed to something else. This was happening.
AI.
I just learned that, man.
Yeah. AI, new technology, everything.
Well, I called my brother, my son. I said, hey, man, look. I got look at all that stuff over there. I don't know how to hook none of it up. They just sit there, mics. I don't know if that's a switchboard or I don't know.
Everywhere.
I said, I don't know, man. I'm gonna get somebody over here to just hook the little stuff because like I want to be able to, like I said, just promote boxing and get people over here. Or because now you don't have to come over here. You can put them on right here.
Yeah.
And talk to them like you and I talking.
Exactly.
Nobody never know it.
On the Zoom.
There you go.
Fly. So yeah, man, I just want to say thank you, man, Mr. Tillman, for
Appreciate
this great conversation.
Come on, man.
We're gonna come back again, God willing.
Now you just plug came out.
Oh, we gonna get there it is.
Pick it off and on. There you go.
There it is. We back on.
Yeah, so I appreciate you, man. I like to see, younger brothers and sisters, striving to do better,
Yes, sir.
and evolve into something greater, because it helps our youth, because our youth is our seeds.
Yes,
If
sir.
we don't plant our seeds and fertilize them and water them right, we're going to get weeds.
Exactly.
That's no good for nobody. Everybody cut the weeds out. Even in the lawn, you cut the weeds out.
Exactly.
The weeds is considered bad.
Exactly.
But we want to take our weeds and cultivate them to good.
To real plants.
To real plants.
Yeah.
So they grow other good weeds to grass.
Exactly.
Green grass.
Exactly.
That helps everybody,
So.
And that's what it is for me, man. I mean, like I said, I got 65 years in. I don't know if I got 65 left, but I want to try to make a difference with them. Whatever I have left,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Not just remember that just no fighter or no trouble or whatever, I want to remember, man, this guy here. It's a good feeling when you see kids that I trained when I was over at Community Sports and Arts Foundation on Crenshaw. I was the sports director over there, and I had them guys had a ring and a gym built over there. And Chilton Alphonse, rest in peace. He said, "Man, this is right. This do what you do." And and I had kids coming through right now. Coach, you don't remember me? I said, "From where?" Over at the Community Sports and Arts Foundation, because we had a halfway house, not a halfway. It was called a group home.
Yeah.
And I think we had at all time about 8 kids living in the group home. They went to school around these at Crenshaw. Some of them went to magnet school, or some of them was bus somewhere. But they come there, and part of their staying there, Even the girls, I would teach them, you know, and I would give boxing shows in the driveway.
Wow.
We had to set the ring up, and man, people pay $5-6, and they buy the hot dogs and the Springfield sodas and a bag of chips. And man, people lined up all the way out there watching it, you know. And people still say, man, I remember we used to have so much fun, man, them fights and stuff, you know. And I didn't care if none of them been fights. There's a couple of them had a little something, but it's just that I knew each day for at least an hour and a half to 2 hours, they were out of trouble.
Yeah.
They were right here, they were safe, and they weren't thinking about no gang, no drugs, no alcohol, no running the streets, no nothing. They were just right there, having fun, folks, and just being you.
Yep.
And not worried about rent or none of that, you know. And I felt good about that. Like I said, they come up to me, go, man, Coach, man, how you doing? Hub, this my wife, this my kids. And I was like, wow. I remember they was on probation.
Yeah.
You know, 602 called summary probation.
Yeah.
You know, and I used to tell man, you don't want to have this strike on you, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's just another.
That's positive.
Invisible weight that you gotta overcome later on in your life. Right now, it don't mean nothing because you ain't trying to really strive for nothing right now. When you have kids and say married, you gonna want a good job. You gotta take care of that family.
Yeah.
And you can't get it when you got all them plugs on you, man.
Okay.
You know, they gonna unplug them as you come. You got this, you got that, you got this. We can get $10 an hour. And you went in looking to make $40 an hour.
Yeah.
And you done roll it down to 10 only because some dumb stuff you was doing as you coming out.
Yeah.
They said we can't trust you. You proved it.
Bad credit.
Yeah, exactly. Bad credit. Yeah, bad credit. Exactly.
Man, but thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you
appreciate
once
you
again.
coming out.
And then we're gonna do this again. God.
Oh yeah.